Alright, here we go again. This is my deck. I'm actually just toying around with this, the little Piper Chaos build with Tour Guide. Obviously I'm still looking for help and ideas on this deck. This is not by any means set in stone yet, so don't leave spam or stupid comments saying that the deck is horrible. I'm very well aware that it can be made better. Anyways, here we go. Triple Piper. Idea of the deck. You run 1-star monsters and you recycle them, or you just use it as the engine. Pretty self-explanatory. Gen X Ally Birdman. I actually just found out about this from one of my buddies, actually the guy who is videotaping this. I mean, the effect is, you return a card that you control a face-up monster and you special summon it. So say you have Caius on the field, return Caius to your hand, special summon Birdman, then you normal summon Caius, you just start the loop all over. One Black Luster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. Pretty self-explanatory there. 2 Chaos Sorcerer. Black Luster Soldier and Chaos Sorcerer, very easy to get out with this deck because you're constantly throwing Darkened Lights in the graveyard. Triple Tour Guide. Yes, I know they're expensive. I was actually able to get these. I gave pretty good value for them. I didn't buy these. I paid a little bit of money in with most of them. I actually picked one up for 50. Pretty lucky there. But anyways, I mean, you know the deal. I know the new OCG ruling's in effect, but it's still a pretty broken card. I mean, you can get out Leviathan and have a 2500 beater, or you can get out, once you've already gone into Chaos Sorcerer or Black Luster Soldier, and you can just rape what you just milled off for your Chaos Sorcerer or Black Luster Soldier. It's just a very good card. Glow Up Bulb, 1 star. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's the tuner in the deck, other than Effect Veiler. 1 Treeborn. 3 Kinkabayu. Kinkabayu, if you don't know, it's a spirit. Whenever it's summoned, you can return, or you can special summon a 1-star monster from your graveyard to the field. When this card is removed from the field, it is removed. The monster that you brought back is removed from the field. So you bring back your Piper, use Piper's effect again. Kinkabayu comes back to your hand at the end phase. Also, it's a very abused card with creature swap. Bring out Kinkabayu, they have their big monster on the field. Creature swap at end phase. Your Kinkabayu comes back to the field.
Comes back to your hand.
Comes back to your hand, whatever. Triple Battle Fader. Again, 1-star monsters, the point of the deck. I mean, this deck is about holding serve and playing enough defense to allow you to be able to come back later on. 2 Effect Veiler. I'm looking for another one, and I'm hoping to pick one up tomorrow at locals, so bear with me. 1 Sanguine. Every target, pretty much all the cards in the deck is a target for it. Triple Caius. Like I said, Caius is just very, all you got with all the special summoning ability in the deck. Caius is very used. I use a lot. Treacherous Trap Hole. I like this card just because I don't run many traps. I'm also thinking about taking this out for a Trap Dust Shoot, but I don't know yet. I'm going to test it out and see how it works. I run this and 3 other traps. Solemn Judgment and 2 Solemn Warnings. You have to, pretty much every deck has to have them, it seems like, in order to halfway have a chance. I don't know how it's going to be with the new format with all the back row destruction, but we'll see. 1 Pot of Duality. I might try to run 1 more, but for right now I'm just going to stick with 1. Just basically like it's just a setup card. It allows you to set up for your next turn. Triple MST. Pretty self-explanatory. You got to get rid of your opponent's back row. Dark Hole. Your opponent's got a big field. Blow it up. Double creature swap. Probably going to add another creature swap in this deck because of the abusing ability you can do with Kinkabayu and just the small monsters in this deck. You Battle Fader, come to your turn, they've got a big monster on the field they just try to swing with, you give them your Battle Fader. Triple Gold Sarcophagus. With this card, with the combo with this is obviously Tour Guide, Mystic Piper, and Gold Sarcophagus. If you have these in your hand, actually if you have Tour Guide and Gold Sarcophagus in your hand, you summon out, or you Gold Sarcophagus, your Mystic Piper, you summon out Tour Guide to get a Tour Guide, Exceed for a Leviar, bring back Mystic Piper, Piper's effect. You just got a +1/+2 right there, it seems like. Pot of Avarice, obviously I'd run 2 if we could, but you only run 1. Monster Born, pretty self-explanatory. Mind Control, possibly going to take this out for a 1-for-1. And then Heavy Storm. So that is the main deck. Then I have the side deck. 1 Nobleman of Crossout. Probably should run 2 with freaking Gravekeepers. But this is the only one I have right now at the time. Triple Dust Tornado, just for stupid field spells and other continuous crap that you might run into. You never really know what can happen. And anything can blindside you, really. 2/7 Tools, again, if you face a heavy trap deck, I don't know, I'm probably never going to sight them in, but I mean, they're just there just in case. 2 Kinetic Soldiers, obviously 6 Samurai and or X Sabers. Goes in match. 6 Samurai, anything. Not 6 Samurai, but basically any deck that this card would target. And then we have the extra deck. Extra deck, we have Armory Arm. Armory Arm's very effective with this deck because you have all the low stars and you have all the low monsters. 3 stars and 1 stars, 3 stars and 1 stars, 3 stars and 1 stars. So Armory Arm comes in very effective. Mistworm, it's there because I never know when I'm going to need it. Sometimes I would rather go into Mistworm than Trishula just to, just to go for game. Scrap Dragon. Scrap Dragon is very, very good. It's just recyclable and it has got a high attack and it can just blow crap up. Librarian. Librarian's an easy card to get out with this deck as well, with all the lower star monsters, and it can just get you pluses and pluses and pluses. Leviathan, all the 3 stars again. You can go into this card and get an instant 2500 attack. Triple Levier. Pretty much the point of the deck is this and Tour Guide, which I think this format's going to be this and Tour Guide. Scrap Archfiend, just whenever I need a big beater and I don't want to go into Black Rose because Black Rose has such a weak attack. Colossal Fighter. Colossal Fighter is great against X Sabers, and it's basically great as long as you can get it out, because unless they got a magic or a trap card, they can't get rid of it. Stardust. Stardust, self-explanatory. Black Rose, self-explanatory. Catastor, pretty self-explanatory. It allows you to get yourself out of situations. Trishula. Trishula can win you games. That's enough said. Fromia Synchron, obviously I'd run 3 if we still could, but we can only run 1. All the 1 stars in this deck, this would be a very broken card if we could still run 3. And Brionic. Brionic is a win condition card, and I think everyone knows that. And that is it for my deck. Comments, suggestions, anything are welcome. Thank you.